Very good morning, students, and most welcome again online classes. As you know that our long composition is going on, and as far as the matter of your application for job is concerned, we have learned everything about that section of our syllabus, application for job, with one full question for the post of clerk, and with lots of changes for the post of school lecturer in the same application there with education qualification and experienced students. Okay, right now I'm going to have that same letter writing in question number section number 2. It's about your letter to editor. Okay, the same would be asked in board examination, students. Don't forget that in CBSE we have two kinds of letter writing in this session because of pandemic or coronavirus. We have application for job and letter to editor in CBSE. Is that clear? And in RBSE still we have all the section like editor, business, official, application for job. Application for job was a common topic for RBSE and CBSE. The same question is of 6 marks in CBSE and is of 7 marks in RBSE. CBSE 6 marks and RBSE 7 marks. Okay students, we have done that. हमारा वो पूरा हो चुका है. We have learned everything about how to write CV or application for job in a perfect manner. Right now it's time to have the next one, students. It's about your letter to editor. I'm going to have the format of editor and official in common, but don't forget that in CBSE in this session official letters will not be asked, नहीं पूछे जाएंगे आप लोगों से, because not official and business letters have been deleted by CBSE के द्वारा delete हो चुके हैं. Official letters and business letters would not be asked by CBSE at all. CBSE नहीं पूछेगा. Okay, the examiner will ask you about only application for job and letter to editor in CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. Is that clear? So I'm going to have the format first. कि format कैसे करते हैं. Then I'll give you some lines that will actually will give you 90 words out of 150. The examiner may ask you about any question in letter to editor. I'll give you 90 words, but don't forget that just apart from that format and limit and word limits, I'll give you notes of letter to editor online as well as on your WhatsApp number, students. Okay, don't forget that. Just don't worry about anything. Notes will be valuable for all of you of composition, whether it is short one, long or very long composition, students. Okay. So let's have your question without wasting your time. Don't forget that CBSE में बिजनेस लेटर डिलीट हो गया है, ऑफिशियल भी डिलीट हो गया है. ओके, ऑफिशियल एडिटर का फॉर्मेट सेम होता है. That's why I mentioned letter to editor and official one, but don't forget that even in this session the CBSE will not ask you about official letter in CBSE. Okay, but the letter to editor is a section of our syllabus just after your application for job there. Okay students, let's have the format first before having the simple lines or some lines which are common in letter to editor. So let's have the format of letter to editor and official one. दोनों का सेम ही होता है, दोनों का सेम फॉर्मेट है, वो पहले कर लेते. Then we'll have some lines of editor as per the current syllabus of CBSE. Let's have it now. In the very first line, when you have your answer, okay, in the very first line, sender's address. Okay, like you can mention like B22 Ashok Nagar. Okay, it's just an example. Sender's address. Okay students, in the very first line or two lines, leave a one line space. Then leave a one line space. What? One line space. Leave a one line space. What? One line space. Then mention your date. Mention your date. Date mention करनी. Date कैसे mention करोगे? Date mention करनी है आपको in this way. Like you should mention date like in this way. Like July 24, 20 cross, okay. Date, sender's address, then again one line space, then again one line space, then again one line space, students, okay. Then mention receiver's address, receiver's address, like you can mention if there is a like the editor, the Times of India, Jaipur, as per the question. It would be as per the question. If there is a the collector, the district collector, Jaipur, if there is a question of official letter, the principal, Club International Academy, Jaipur, Secure or Jaipur. If there is a question of editor, then the editor, the Times of India or the Rajasthan Patrika or the Dainik Bhaskar or any name of newspaper, just after that mention Jaipur. Receiver's address, okay. Then again one line space, students, okay. Then again one line space, then again one line space, then mention your subject, then mention your subject with 2 dot, okay. Subject, then your subject, okay. Then again one line space, then again one line space, okay. Then mention your salutation. It would be in the form of sir or madam. Mention your salutation, okay. यहाँ पे salutation mention करना है. Then there is no need to leave a line space. If you leave a line space just after salutation, it would not become a matter of doubt at all, matter of marks at all. संदेह का या प्रश्न का सवाल, नंबर का सवाल नहीं बनेगा. You can either go with the one line space or you can write down your answer by leaving no line or with no space at all, because here we need to just mention only sir with comma. Here we need to mention only sir or madam with comma. It means that we have lots of space that will not affect our presentation or influence or presentation or our like introductory part or the main body of the letter at all. हमारे पास space काफी बच जाता है. That's why there is no need to leave a one line space just after salutation. Just after salutation like sir or madam. Okay. And I'm not going to leave a one line space here because of space will have lots, just mentioning sir comma or madam comma, okay. Here we'll have, it's not a one line space, here we have introductory part. Here we have introductory part, or you can say about introduction of issues or subject or of the letter, okay. Then introductory part would be of 2 to 3 lines, would be of 2 to 3 lines. Introductory part would be of 2 to 3 lines. Then mention your main body of the letter. The main body of the letter. It would cover like 5 lines, 6 lines, like that. It would be of 100 words. Is it clear? It would be of 100 words, okay. Up to the line of introductory part, the word limit should be like from address to the introductory part, your word limit should be of 50 words, okay. And just from your main body up to the last word, your main body, main body of the letter up to the last word, the word limit should be of 100 words, because in examination the same question is asked in 120 to 150 words. Your answer should be within the word limit of 120 or 150. Okay, you are not allowed to exceed the word limit at all. You can write your answer within the limit, or if you have some lines of time to write anything about the letter, your word limit may exceed to 55, 60, up to the 60. But don't write your answer in 200 words, 250 words or 300 words at all. Otherwise, the examiner will not think about introduction of your marks. सोचेगा भी number काटने में आपके वो, okay? From the first letter, from the first word to the introductory part, from the first word to the introductory part, the word limit should be of 50 words, 100 words. यहाँ पे आपका हो जाएगा main body से लेके last तक. But don't worry, from here to the introductory part, I will provide you 50 words in common form. It means that the examiner may ask you about of any letter of editor, the words or the line would remain the same. आपके same रहेंगे. There is no need to learn any extra. If you are of keen aspirant to write anything extra in your own words, then you can easily. But don't forget to ask me about the same before writing anywhere else in your field register. Okay. So let's have the points just after main body of the letter. It will cover your 100 words. I told you that it will cover your 100 words, students. Okay. So let's have just after your this one, main body of the letter. Just after it, leave a one line space. After the completion of your main body of your letter, leave a one line space. Okay, it's about your one line space, students. Okay, one line space, then write thanking you. Okay, then yours truly, where letter to editor. Okay, students, then there is a auxiliary option to have signature, but just don't do signature here. Okay, thanking you, yours truly. Mention your name like Priya माथुर. सिग्नेचर का फॉर्मेलिटी होता है, लेकिन एग्जाम में आपको करने की जरूरत नहीं. प्रिया माथुर बाय लीविंग वन लाइन स्पेस. थैंकिंग यू, yours truly, then Priya Mathur. Okay, it's all about your letter to editor, the format of letter to editor. Let's say the time first if we have, then we can have some other things also. Okay, students. So I'm going to have actually the lines of letter to editor that are common in nature. Let's have it now. Letter to editor. Question. Write a letter to the editor of a national newspaper expressing your views about pollution caused by smokers. Pollution caused by smokers. It's a subject, it would be your subject. I'm going to give you some common line. Basically, there are basically common in nature. So nature में common रहेगी आपको. You don't need to change anything extra. If you like to, satisfied to proceed with the same line letter to editor. Let's say we answer, students. Okay. The question is basically write a letter to the editor of a national newspaper, to the editor of a national newspaper. Okay, the word is national newspaper. Okay, like the Times of India, the Hindustan Times we have. Okay, expressing your views about pollution caused by smokers, कि धूम्रपान करने वालों के द्वारा, बीड़ी सिगरेट पीने वालों के द्वारा जो पॉल्यूशन होता है उसके बारे में आपको अपने व्यूज एक्सप्रेस करने हैं. Okay, the same question may be of complaining in nature. The examiner may write or ask about like that. Write a letter to the editor of a national newspaper, complaining about pollution caused by smokers. The same can be asked in complaining form, but mostly this kind of question asked in expressing your views. Let's say the answer. I'm going to give you the lines of 80 to 90 words that would remain the same in your exam also. Okay, let's have it now. Sender's address C21, Ganesh Nagar, Jaipur. Then one line space. Okay, students, here we have what? One line space. July 24, 20 cross. Then again one line space. Okay, students, receiver's address, the editor, national newspaper, the Times of India. Okay, then Jaipur. Okay, then Jaipur. Okay, then one line space. Then what should we mention? One line space. Okay, students, then mention your subject, it is your pollution caused by smokers. Pollution caused by smokers. You can underline with the help of these dots by using your scale. Okay, students, let's have your, just mention this salutation. We can mention, we have space here, there is no problem. I'll write the introductory parts just by after erasing these everything. Okay, just to mention everything on top of your plyboard. Then sir, one line space. Okay, students, then sir or madam. You can write both of the salutation, or you can mention either one of them, there is no problem. Okay, this next line would be start from here, यहाँ से शुरू हो गया आपके. Let's have the introductory part, the same will be common. Okay, through the column with the columns of your esteemed newspaper I would like to draw the kind attention of the concerned authority towards the problem of another word you can mention like of toward the problem of or the pathetic condition of plus subject. The same we have like condition of pollution caused by smokers. Okay, just mention 4 to 5 lines to cover your main body, students. Okay, then your main body, then your main body of the letter. Okay, students, the main body of the letter. It would cover at least 5 to 6 lines. Okay, students, let's have your concluding lines. Okay, the same would also be mentioned in your format, students. Okay, you can the format I provided you, like the official or letter to editor. In that format, just after main body, there would be concluding lines. Is that clear? I repeat it again. The format I gave you of official and editor, in that format, just after the main body, you have to mention the concluding lines. But just forget about it, because I'm going to mention or write the concluding part for your comfort level. Just learn or have those lines that would become the concluding part of your just after your main body. Okay, don't forget to mention the concluding lines or the concluding para of the letter. Just after the main body, there should be or there would be the concluding line before thanking you. Okay, students, just mention the word here, concluding lines. Just after main body of the letter, mention concluding lines, but forget about it because I am going to mention the concluding lines here. Okay, let's have it now. Change a para with by leaving a one word space where you can mention like and or school, a space like that. Okay. I hope through your newspaper that the concerned authority would look into this matter seriously and make some arrangement as soon as possible. I would really appreciate if these issues are addressed at the earliest. Okay, students, then one line space. Thanking you, yours truly. Okay, you mention like Aman while in one line space. Aman Gupta. Okay, students, it's all about your basically basic lines of letter to editor, but don't forget that just after mentioning the main body of the letter in that format, just mention here concluding para. It would be your concluding para, the same I mentioned here. Okay, just after main body of the letter there is need to mention the concluding para. निष्कर्ष वाला para आपको यहाँ पे लिखना पड़ेगा. So let's set the line, students. Okay, just mention the concluding para in that format also. With the same we have discussed just before this one, this letter. Address आ जाएगा सब, formality मुझे salutation वगैरह subject सब डालना है सभी को, sir वगैरह सब लिख करके. Then through the column of your esteemed newspaper, आपके esteemed newspaper के column के माध्यम से आप क्या कह रहे हैं यहाँ पर? The problem is pollution caused by smoker. To the column of your esteemed newspaper, आपके esteemed newspaper के columns के माध्यम से I would like to draw the kind attention of the concerned authority. मैं concerned authority का attention जो है खींचना चाहता हूँ. To the column of your esteemed newspaper, आपके esteemed newspaper के columns के माध्यम से I would like to draw, मैं draw करना चाहता हूँ, खींचना चाहता हूँ क्या? The kind attention of the concerned authority का the authority that are accountable for the same problem. Okay, as a remedy point of view, as a solution. To ask the problem of किसके और मैं attention खींचना चाहता हूँ, मैं किसकी तरफ ध्यान दिलाना चाहता हूँ concerned authority का, and concerned authority का, relevant authority का. To ask the problem of, the word is to ask the problem of or towards the pathetic condition of. The two words we have, towards the problem of, the first one, or towards the pathetic condition of. Towards the problem of the first one, and the next is towards the pathetic condition of. You can either mention towards the problem of, or you can either write, or you can write the pathetic condition of. Okay, out of these two options you can mention anyone as per the demand of the question. Okay, let's say if the question is of female 40 side supposed to be कन्या भ्रूणहत्या का कोई सवाल आ जाता है एग्जाम में letter to editor में, then the word pathetic would be like more relevant there. Okay, still it's a problem, you can write down the problem of like that, but the word pathetic condition will look more elegant, more beautiful there. Okay, ask for the demand of question like the female 40 side may be asked. Of plus then mention subject, the subject is pollution caused by smokers. Okay, you can have any subject as per the question. Okay, students, then after main body of the letter, and don't forget to line the just single word concluding para. Just after having main body of the letter, just don't forget to mention concluding para. What it is? Concluding para. मतलब निष्कर्ष वाली जो लाइन आती है वो लिखनी पड़ती है, उस फॉर्मेट में वहाँ पे आप डाल लेना. So what kind of line I have mentioned here as a concluding para, students? Leaving a one word space here, एक शब्द का space यहाँ पे छोड़ देना. Then I hope through your newspaper, मैं आपके newspaper से ऐसी आशा करता हूँ, okay, that the concerned authority would look into this matter, कि जो concerned authority इस मामले में ध्यान देगी seriously and make some arrangement as soon as possible, और जितना जल्दी संभव हो सके arrangements करेगी. Okay, I would really appreciate if these issues are addressed at the earliest. I would really appreciate कि मैं वास्तव में appreciate करूँगा, प्रशंसा करूँगा if these issues, अगर इन मुद्दों को जो है are addressed, संबोधित किया जाता है तो at the earliest, जल्दी से जल्दी. At the line you have like here, students, the line in the concluding para you have mentioned here, like the one I have mentioned here, like and make some arrangement as soon as possible. You can mention here, okay, and take black pen and take some fruitful action, okay, as soon as possible. Okay, this common lines basically carry 85 to 90 words, and the question is of 120 to 150 words. It means you need to mention only 40 to 50 words only between these main body, introductory part or the concluding para. Between the introductory part or the concluding para, you just need to write only 40 to 50 words only, students. Okay, but just don't worry about it. I'll give you those 50 and 60 words. Those are 60 and 70 words of each and every letter in my, okay, my point of view and my notes as a my notes, students. Okay, don't forget that. Just have the common lines for your board examination. It will help you a lot if the examiner would ask you a new question apart from your notes, students. Okay, it's all about your letter to editor. Some common lines. Let's I have changed here, like take some fruitful action as soon as possible. I have changed the line here. You can either proceed with this one or this one. There is no problem. Both the lines are grammatically correct and both the lines convey the same message. Okay, students. Thank you and have a nice day. It's all about today.